All right, Rise Builders, we're going to talk about the B word today. We are going to talk about the B word. I'm not talking about boutique. I'm not talking about brothers. I'm not talking about braces. And I am not talking about beautiful. I'm talking about budget. Yeah, we're going to talk about budget. You already seen the title. So if you clicked onto it, you already know what we're going to talk about. And that is one of the things that a lot of people like to avoid. But you know what? We got to know the numbers. We got to know the numbers. We got to know what we're working with. Now, let me just say, I am not a guru when it comes to this. But for my household, I like to think that I am the specialist. But for your household, you might want to go on YouTube. It's a lot of people out here that talk about budgeting. They give you spreadsheets. There's people that actually they do this for a living. So I'm going to point you into that direction. This is just a conversation I just want to have with you. But yeah, it is so important for us to have a budget, You know, we just can't be out here frivolously spending and just throwing our money up like we're making it rain. No, 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 no. We got to be really conscious about what we are doing with our dollars, how we are allocating our funds, where they are going, how they should be in alignment with, our goals and values. Every household should have a budget. And like I said, it's not something that we want to talk about all the time, but it's a needed conversation in every household. We see what's happening in America and we need to be on top of our money. We need to be on top of our money game. We do. So let's just start having more and more conversations about that. Because anything can happen. What if your car breaks down? What if something happens in your home? What if something happens with one of your children and you need to go take them to the hospital and then you have X amount of co-pays and deductibles? We got to think about all of that, not to even think about how much grocery is going up and gas and just our everyday necessities. It's going to be important for us to have a budget. And you're like, well, I want to go on vacation. You still can go on vacation, but you got to budget for the vacation. Well, I want those latest shoes or that latest handbag. You still can have it, but you need to budget for it. We just shouldn't be amping up our credit cards. We shouldn't be doing that, because guess what? You're going to be paying more in the end than what you did in the beginning, depending on your APR, depending on that interest rate. It's just things that we should be looking at. When you know better, do better. When you know better, do better. Proverbs 21:20 NIV. Y'all know I'm going to come with a scripture. The wise stores up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. I'm going to read that again. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulps theirs down. That means they're just eating it up. You're just eating up your money. And I'm not talking literally eating. Some people do just literally eat all their money up by going to restaurants all the time, by using all these different services, just eating your money up. This verse highlights the importance of saving and being prudent and resourceful. Luke 14:28, the NIV reads, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't first you sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? So if there's anything you want, aren't you going to look at the cost of it? It says this verse teaches the importance of planning and building and budgeting before making financial commitments. You want to know the cost. When you're out shopping for a car, you just don't get in the car and say, I'm going to buy this. No, you ask them, how much is this going to be? You're out shopping for a home and you're looking at the land you're going to build it on. If you're going to start brand new, how much does the land cost? How much is it going to cost to build on the land? anything. You just don't go in the store and just start picking up stuff, throwing it in the buggy. No, you look at the cost. You need to understand, how much is this going to cost? So creating and maintaining a budget is essential for effective financial management. It really is. So why is a budget necessary? Let's talk about it. Understanding your spending habits. A budget helps you track where your money goes. This awareness can highlight unnecessary expenses and areas for improvement. This is so true. Where is your money going? Do you see exactly where, every time you get paid, are you tracking big expenses, small expenses? I told y'all, I put myself on a budget. My goal every time I get paid is to spend no more than $125. When I exceed that, I start going into overtime in my head. I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? Now, I'm not talking about necessities, groceries, that kind of thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my personal purchases, something that I want for myself, because I'm getting closer and closer to retirement. So I am watching every dime I spend. And I'm just being honest. Everything I need is in my house. I have enough shoes, I have enough handbags, I have enough clothes, accessories, anything I need, it can be found in this house. I had to go digging in my closet one day looking for a comforter, and I still haven't found my other comforter. Well, I didn't go look for it again, but I know I have another comforter in this house. Yeah, so where is your money going? And as you're spending, you need to be asking yourself, is this a need or is this a desire? And y'all, let's be honest. We'll want everything we see, ladies. I was in Home Goods yesterday and I saw these tables and I'm like, oh my goodness, these are so cute. These are so cute. Because what? The lust of the eyes. The lust of the eyes, it's just going to make you want more and more and more. And that's why I ended up taking back some items the other day, because I was like, oh, I'm going to put this in my living room. I got home and I looked around. I'm like, girl, you don't need this. Your decor is fine. It looks nice. Look, take that stuff back. And that's just what I did. I just took it back. I didn't need that. And again, if you feel that that's a trap for you to go to the stores, don't go. I don't go often. Sometimes I just go to get my steps in so I can walk around. But I go in with the mind, I'm not buying anything. But yeah, I looked at those tables, and when I got home, I'm like, now had I gotten those tables, they would have been so out of place because it wouldn't have fit the decor. I don't need anything else. Didn't need anything else. Achieve goal setting. So goal setting. So the first one was like financial aware, understand your spending. This one is goal setting. Achieve financial goals. Whether saving for a vacation, buying a house, or preparing for retirement, a budget provides a roadmap to reach those financial goals by allocating funds properly. Folks who are out here getting ready for retirement, or even if you're not preparing for retirement, if your company offers a 401k, get in it as soon as possible. As soon as possible. And don't use it like a savings account. Once you start establishing that 401k, leave it alone. Let it do what it's supposed to do. That is for your retirement. That is not for you to go in and check and take money out and spend it, and then now you're starting all over again. No, that is not the plan of that's not the goal for the 401k. Don't mess your 401k up. Leave it alone. Take it from somebody from experience. Leave that 401k alone. And thank goodness that, there's something called catch up, where you can put in more money and they'll allow you a certain amount of money that you can place in for that year, that you can do the catch up. But you wouldn't even have to worry about the catch up if you didn't touch it. That was for me. Okay, that was for me. Control over finances. Prevent overspending. By setting limits on different spending categories, a budget helps you avoid spending beyond your means and accumulating debt. Accumulating debt, DEBT. Yeah, so the budget is going to help you prevent you from overspending. But you can have a budget all day long. If you have not set it up in your mind that you're not going to be spending, it's not going to work. So it starts in the mind. You got to get in your head. We're not going to be eating out 3 and 4 times a week. If we're going to eat out, we're going to eat out once every 2 weeks. And I know y'all are like, girl, are you crazy? Yes. Start cooking at home. Cooking at home so you'll have enough for two days to eat or 3 days to eat. Start meal prepping. Yes. We don't know what they're putting in our foods anyway when they're in the bite preparing it. We don't know what they're putting in our food that we purchase, but you have a better chance when you cook your own meals. You got a whole kitchen in there. Start utilizing that kitchen. Cook at home. Stop, with all this ordering pizza. Make your pizzas at home. Burgers. Make your burgers at home. Start doing those kind of things. Nails and feet. And I know some of y'all want to be like, girl, don't go there, lady. Don't go there. But start polishing and painting your nails, soaking your feet. Get you some apple cider vinegar, some peroxide, some baking soda. Do your own. You're going to be saving like $65 for a pedicure, for your nails. But if that is something that you allocate, you're like, this is just what I need. Okay, fine. I'm just saying, track it. See how much you're spending. Add up the costs. Emergency preparedness. Build an emergency fund. You always hear people say you should have at least $1,000 for an emergency fund. I think that's really low. You need more than $1,000 for an emergency fund. But you got to start where you can. Build a budget can help you allocate money towards an emergency fund, ensuring you prepare for unexpected expenses. It happens all the time, unexpected expenses. So you need to have an emergency fund. Do not depend on your credit card. Don't depend on your credit card. Reduce financial stress, peace of mind. Knowing that you have a plan for your money can reduce anxiety and stress related to finances. It allows you to feel more secure about your financial situation. So what are some action steps? Track your income. List all sources of income, including salary, freelance work, and passive income. Start tracking all the money that's coming into your house. It's going to shock you. Identify expenses. Categorize your expenses into fixed, variable expenses, such as your rent, your utilities, your mortgage, your car payment, your insurance. You want to put everything down. Daycare, groceries. What are your expenses? What are you paying for? Health insurance, all that. Put all of that stuff down. Set limits. Determine how much you can spend in each category while ensuring you allocate funds for savings and debt repayment. Review. You want to review your budget regularly. Where do you need to revise it? What do you need to do differently about it? So here are my 2 questions for you. What financial goals are you currently working towards, and how can a budget help you achieve them? How can the budget help you achieve your financial goal? Have you ever tried your spending for a month? This is a question to you. Have you ever tried your spending for a month? What insight did you gain from that experience? What did you gain? What did you gain from that? All right, action steps. Track your income. List all sources of your income. I already said that. Identify your expenses. Set your limits. Review regularly. And I'm going to close with this. A budget is more than just a financial tool. It's your pathway to achieving financial stability. If you want to have financial stability, you need to get a budget in place. Just know where your money is going. That's all I'm saying. Yes, you can enjoy yourself, but you want to make sure you're living under your means. You don't want to live above your means. Live under your means. You don't want to have all that pressure on you. We put ourselves in so many different predicaments because we're not thinking before we do. We let our eyes lead us. I know I've been like that in the past. Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm going to get that. Oh, that's so cute. Those used to be my main. Oh, that's so cute. My main words. But then when my savings wasn't going up, I was like, oh gosh, oh gosh. You want to see your labor. You want to see it. You want to see track your spending. Just know where your money is going. You're just not going to work to be going, are you? You want to have something at the end of those years that you've worked, and you can do it. So, okay, what you're doing matters when it comes to spending. All right, guys, until next time, continue to grow and glow in the Lord. Bye.